I've been putting back some cool little beats, man. I'm feeling the best dog. And it's so smooth and so clean, you can swipe a credit card. Got my neighbor arguing with me on the I got blood on my hands. I ain't gonna lie, I got blood on my shoes. I ain't gonna lie, I got blood. I ain't feeling like they got an exam. So just see how niggas look just like home because they got their own your mans. I really got it a jam. I got blood on my hands. I ain't gonna lie, I got blood on my shoes. I ain't gonna lie, I got blood in the plans. I ain't gonna lie, I got a whole lot to prove. Sip from the bottle for shit that we some niggas say it was trying. Tell me, at least me, to do it themselves and then mop it up. just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be my biggest fan, like how I was when did nobody know my jams. Today my son said that, let go my hand. Reminding me one day he's gonna be his own man. And my job is to make sure he's equipped. I gotta make sure he not no bitch, cause niggas down to try. If I said I was the toughest growing up, I would be lying. I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be my biggest fan, like how I was. I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest. I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be. I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? Yeah. I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be. Nobody Haiti, nigga. I was in Haiti in 2018, 2019. We went through some real shit just going to the club in Haiti. Like, we went to the club, as we walking in, it was me and me, yo, Millies. They had to drop on me. They're like, yo, Millies, what's up, bro? Like, fuck with you. I'm like, yeah, fuck with you too. The club is lit. The club's so crazy. We walked out. The same kids who met us out there, he come and dap me again. One of my men grabbed him on his wrist. Once that happened, shit just started going sideways. So they're like, come on, Mills. They started rushing me like into the car type shit. Niggas started shaking. See, this is how I talk about the trip to Haiti. Kinda, right? We get in the truck, I kinda look up, man, there's people surrounding our truck, like for real. And now they banging on the windows and shit like this. I'm still thinking it's regular. Way worse than Belly though. You know when you're knocking on the car, slapping at those little kids here, shit like this. So I'm like, yo, what are they saying to us, bro? Just give me the basics of what they're saying, bro. And he's like, yo, they want $6,000 American for us to leave this parking lot. Oh, shit. And then somebody with like a fake sort of SWAT vest come in and he's like, hey, everybody get out this shit. In that time, one of the people who was with me, the car behind us, run the gate. As soon as we opened the gate, my driver just floored that shit. We almost hit some kids getting out of there. And he did about 70 back to the Hotel Caribe. Once I passed that girl line with the security, I sat there and like, oh man, it's safe here. Crazy. Yo, and then the next. I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? Jesus ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be my biggest fan, like how I was when nobody know my jams. Today my son said that, let go my hand. Reminding me one day he's gonna be his own man. And my job is to make sure he's equipped. I gotta make sure he's not no bitch, cause niggas down the trying. If I said I was the toughest growing up, I wouldn't be lying. I had a fear of getting punched while everybody hiding. Add to that, a constant fear of dying. My gunshot from the other violent type of illness. I kept it up to me on the surface, but was mostly just pretending. Luckily, my bluff was working way more often than not. But sometimes a nigga pull my car off, trying to expose me for a fraud. And with my reputation at stake, I was scuffling just to save face. Couple wins, couple losses, some broken up, too quick to call it. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy, who would have thought it? I bought that nigga album in 7th grade, and played it so much, you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then I ain't no shit, now I know too much. I'm wondering just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be my biggest fan, like how I was when nobody know my jams. Today my son said that, let go my hand. Reminding me one day he's gonna be his own man. And my job is to make sure he's equipped. I gotta make sure he not no bitch, cause niggas down to China. If I said I was the toughest growing up, I wouldn't be lying. I had a fear of getting punched while everybody hiding. Add to that, a constant fear of dying. My gunshot from the other violent type of illness. I got the tough to be on the surface, but that's mostly just pretending. Luckily, my bluff was working way more often than not. But sometimes I nigga pull my car, trying to expose me for a fraud. With my reputation at stake, I was scuffling just to save face. A couple wins, couple losses, some broken up, too quick to call it. My last scrap was with Puff Daddy, who would have thought it? I won that nigga album in 7th grade. Played it so much, you would have thought my favorite rapper was Puff. Back then, I ain't no shit, now I know too much. Ignorance is bliss, and innocence is just ignorance before it's introduced to currency and clips. For bad lips, they have a nigga serving 3 to 6. Shit. I wonder. I wonder. Like that. Unbelievable. I wonder just when did I become. I wonder just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be my biggest fan, like how I was when did nobody on my jam. Today my son said that, like on my hand. Reminded me one day he's gonna be his own man. And my job is to make sure he's in there. I got him, said he got no bitch, if it was down to trying. I said I was the toughest growing up, I would be lying. I had a fear of getting punched by everybody. I wonder just when did just when did I become my biggest. Drinking would be a coachable. I think you just bet. Shout out to Drake. Drake got the Drake got the cool one to wait for us. Everybody knows it's like Drake give it up. So you know, very few came after us, so we can't come after us and nothing. Can't nobody come after us. That's your name in the multiple. We mentioned that nation told us about problems. Right here, dress different, talk different, walk different, rap different. Drake ain't no damn coachable. I think you just bet. I wonder just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be my biggest fan, like. I wonder just when did I become my biggest critic? I wonder. I wonder. Let me stop, girl. How about ¿Cómo te va, hermano Kay? ¿Cómo estás? Bien, gracias. Ya lo veo. ¿Está el hermano Jones? No, ni el hermano Jones fueron a trabajar. Tú deberías estar durmiendo. Disculpe, hermano. ¿A qué horas le llamamos en la iglesia bautista de la calle 74 cosas insignificantes, insignificantes? Pues aquí, en la calle Normal y Encuesta, le llamamos una buena pomada. Pero como like yourself, girl, how about I wonder if just when did I become my biggest critic? I wanna be my biggest fan, like how I was when nobody on my jam. Today my son said that, like on my hand. Reminded me one day he's gonna be his own man. And my job is to make sure he's equipped. I gotta make sure he not no bitch, cause niggas bound to try to. If I said I was the toughest growing up, I would be lying. I had a fear of getting punched while everybody. I wonder if just when did. I wonder if just.
Yeah, baby, I was about to say that the mood swings are definitely mood swinging you or were. But you're gonna calm down, trust the process, have your faith up to the roof, even if times are hard at times, and believe in yourself because that's what it's all about. You got a lot of potential, you're special. There's always a way, there's always a problem to every solution, and God got your back. God knows what He's doing with you. You are a work of art. So you better act like you know. But I do genuinely love you too as a person and much more. I know it's been a little hard for me on my end, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. But I will definitely start doing enough. It's just been a lot in my end mentally with my mom and my sister and other things that you don't really know because it's just been a lot, but I'm not using that as an excuse. I am locked in. I need to worry about my health. I need to lose weight. I need to look way better than what I looked like. Not that I'm insecure, but I'm not playing around. We are striving for greatness, and that's the goal, and that's what's going to happen. Get a manifestation. So I understand about your plans and want to get out of there. That's totally fine. Like I always tell you, for these 3 weeks, maybe a month, you know, by like the third week of May, the third week of next month, I'll understand. Even if it's $100, I'll be forever grateful because what I'll do, I'll save that little every Friday, and then when I have a little bit of enough, I can get other things that I need, and it's just been hard, budgeting and balancing everything out too. But when there's a way, there's a will. And, it's a tough chapter, but it's going to happen because I know it is, and I truly believe in you. So, we're a team. We got this. Ain't no time to be stressing, mood swing. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. Striving for positive vibes. Yeah. Yup. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got this, baby. Come on now. God got our back. I'm trying not to get emotional because life been kicking my fucking ass. But I believe God knows what He does. Especially with us good-hearted people. He never forgets. You will get blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I truly, genuinely believe that. And I'm talking to you with my hand on my heart. It's hard for me to express myself from time to time, like in a deep way. But I'm trying for you. And I'm going to do more for you eventually. Don't ever forget that. I will never, ever, ever do you wrong. If anything, I'll always be honest. And we'll always compromise. I do love you deeply. You're one of the most important people in my life, and I always want you to know that. And I'm going to always remind you every day. Reassurance is also the highest form of love, besides consideration. So that's that. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm cooking something. I started my diet. I'm going to show you. I spent like 200 in Aldi's, but it was a good investment. I got what I needed to get, and the rest I got it saved up. Um, if you need something, whatever it is, like you want to get something, I can give you my, card information, whatever you need. If you want to get something from the store, I can gladly do that as well. Even though I know you're going to say no, but it's just a way to do a little bit more because yeah, baby, this voice message is already so long. baby, I was about to say that the mood swings are definitely mood swinging you, or were. But you gotta calm down, trust the process, have your faith up to the roof, even if times are hard at times, and believe in yourself because that's what it's all about. You got a lot of potential, you're special. There's always a way, there's always a problem to every solution, and God got your back. God knows what He's doing with you. You are a work of art, so you better act like you know. But I do genuinely love you too as a person and much more. I know it's been a little hard for me on my end, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. But I will definitely start doing enough. It's just been a lot in my end mentally with my mom and my sister and other things that you don't really know of because it just be a lot. But I'm not using that as an excuse. I am locked in. I need to worry about my health. I need to lose weight. I need to look way better than what I look like. Not that I'm insecure, but I'm not playing around. We are striving for greatness, and that's the goal, and that's what's going to happen. Get manifestation. So I understand about your place and want to get out of there. That's totally fine. Like I always tell you, for these 3 weeks, maybe a month, you know, by like the third week of May, the third week of next month, I understand. Even if it's $100, I'll be forever grateful because what I'll do, I'll save that little every Friday, and then when I have a little bit of enough, I can get other things that I need, and it's just been hard, you know, budgeting and balancing everything out too. But when there's a way, there's a will. And, you know, it's a tough chapter, but it's going to happen because I know it is, and I truly believe in you. So, you know, we're a team, we got this. Ain't no time to be stressing, mood swing. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. Strive for positive vibes. Yeah. Yup. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got this, baby. Come on now. God got our back. I'm trying not to get emotional because life been kicking my fucking ass. But I believe God knows what He does. Especially with us good-hearted people. He never forgets. You'll get blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I truly, genuinely believe that. And I'm talking to you with my hand in my heart. It's hard for me to express myself from time to time, like in a deep way. But I'm trying for you, and I'm going to do more for you eventually. Don't ever forget that. I will never, ever, ever do you wrong. If anything, I'll always be honest, and we will always compromise. I do love you deeply. You know, you were one of the most important people in my life, and I always want you to know that. And I'm going to always remind you every day. Because reassurance is also the highest form of love, besides consideration. So that's that. Mm, well, I'm cooking something. I started my diet. I'm going to show you. I spent like 200 in Aldi's, but it was a good investment. I got what I needed to get, and the rest I got it saved up. Um, you know, if you need something, whatever it is, like you want to get something, I can give you my, you know, card information, whatever you need. If you want to get something from the store, I can gladly do that as well. Even though I know you're gonna say no, but it's just a way to do a little bit more because you know, but yeah, baby, this voice is already so long.
Hey, yo, the fuck? The fuck really?
TurboTax gets your refund fast. Like, really fast. Get your refund up to 5 days earlier than the IRS. Now this is taxes. So the other day I saw this clip for Bill Simmons where he was trying to assess how talented certain teams were in the NBA. And so he did the age-old exercise of if you take this player off of this team and replace them with someone else, how good will they still be? When he got to the Oklahoma City Thunder, he made claims that if you took Shea off the roster and replaced him with B-Pods, that they would still be a fringe 55-win ball club. And then I had no other choice but to laugh at that. The reason why I believe that's so comical is because not only, it's B-Pods, and up until that point, he didn't even have a game where he scored 30. But more importantly, I think it is the perfect example of how we misrepresent value and what Shea provides to this team every single night. And quite frankly, I believe the most underrated trait in the NBA, and that is consistency, especially at the level in which Shea performs at. In any normal circumstance, it would actually make a lot of sense for OKC as is to finish with a 55-win season. J-Dub, the second best player on the team, played less than half of the year. Hartenstein and Caruso missed a lot of time as well. There were cold stretches of shooting from some of the supporting cast members. And that offensive leap that we were waiting for Chet, sure, we saw flashes of it, but nothing sustainable enough that would make you believe that by the end of the year that they were 4 games removed from where they were last year, still at the top of the conference, and once more favorites to win a championship. And the only reason why we still view OKC that way is because how consistently dominant Shea has been for the entire season. 127 straight 20-point games, another hyper-efficient 30-point season, improving around the margins offensively as a passer and playmaker, and the result of it is a team that is still at the top of the conference. And I'm sorry, I just don't think that what Shea provides to this team can be masked by great defense and be replaceable by B-Pods. Because if you believe that, you are solely mistaken on how great Shea is as an individual player. This year is easily one of the most impressive scoring seasons that we've ever seen in NBA history. The 27-year-old finishes the year off averaging 31 points per game while shooting 55% from the field, nearly 39% from behind the arc, and almost 88% from the charity stripe. All of this amounts to a true shooting percentage of 66.5, which obviously is one of the highest marks we've ever seen in NBA history. But more importantly, outside of 2016 Curry, there has not been a more efficient 30-point season from anybody in NBA history. And for the people out there who may not be the biggest fans of true shooting percentage, especially because how often Shea takes trips to the free throw line, well, this season being a 30-point scorer while converting 50% of your shots from the field, Shea joins Michael Jordan and Stephen Curry as the only 3 guards in NBA history to average 30 points per game while making 50% of their shots. And the reason why Shea is so impactful as a scorer is because how precise the shot selection is, as well as how efficiently he's able to make his looks. As we all know, Shea is one of the better drivers to the rim, getting to the basket at a very respectable rate while converting those shots north of 70% of the time, which for anybody would be very impressive, but even more so when we're talking about a guard that isn't extremely athletic, that doesn't finish above the rim. Shea's ability to finish through contact, be able to stay on balance, and more importantly, be very precise on who he decides to attack when he does go up, does translate to him just being one of the better finishers in the NBA. Add on top of this, a very improved 3-point shot. This is the second highest mark of Shea's career, but in particular, the step back threes have been remarkable. Top of the key, he is converting those at a roughly 40% clip, and on his step back 3-point shots, he's converting those north of 41% of the time. Yes, on step back threes, Shea is making those over 41% of the time. Ridiculous. And so when you have one individual who is one of the better drivers as well as one of the better self-created three-point shooters, it makes it really difficult to defend them. And then when you add on top of the fact that he's also one of the greatest mid-range shooters the league has ever seen, it becomes practically impossible. And this is where I think a lot of people tend to overlook the skills that Shea has. Yes, there's a lot of pushing, there's a lot of foul baiting and flopping, but more importantly, what's happening when it comes to Shea is that it is so difficult to predict what exactly you're going to take away from him on a possession-to-possession basis that at times defenders become a little bit too loose around Shea and they end up putting themselves in very compromising positions because they don't know if they're trying to stop the drive or stop the three-point shot. And even if they're able to shut down both of them, we're talking about someone who's converting his mid-range jump shots at a roughly 55% clip. Yes, 55% on middies that he's taking at an abnormal rate. What makes it even more damning is that when Shea gets to his spots, regardless if that's baseline middies or elbow jumpers, those percentages go up even further, nearing 60% territory. And so it's not just that he is a 30-point per game scorer on this level of efficiency. To be quite frank, we've seen other players in NBA history who've been high-volume scorers on very similar efficiency marks. For example, Giannis comes to mind in recent years, and as well as Shaq and even Kevin McHale back in the day. Charles Barkley is another name to throw out there. But these players were not as well-rounded scorers as Shea. Outside of like MJ, Durant, and Curry, there just aren't that many players who can claim that they can give you 25 plus every single night on this level of efficiency and this diverse of a shot diet. And yet here we are now with Shea, and he's been able to provide this not just this season, but also in years past as well. Like I said in the beginning of this video, the word of the day is consistency. So when I talked about how Shea is only behind Curry in terms of the most efficient volume scores in league history from a 30-point per game perspective, Shea's name isn't just on that list one time. It's on that list 4 times. When you go down the list of the most efficient 30-point seasons in NBA history, Shea shows up 4 different times. When you go back to Shea being a 30-point scorer while converting 50% of his shots, this season wasn't the only year he was able to do this. So even though this is very impressive, and quite frankly, there are marks that Shea hit this season from a scoring perspective that he still has not hit yet. Like, this year was clearly better than years prior, but it's still worth noting that this isn't the only time he's been able to do it. He has been very consistent in these regards. But the thing that further separates him from me is his ability as a passer, playmaker, and overall decision maker. Last year in the playoffs, we saw Shea pretty consistently struggle against defenses that shrunk his driving lanes, gapped at the nail, and overall made him more of a passer and playmaker than a scorer. The turnovers started to pile up. The offense became a bit more stagnant, and Shea's all-around offensive impact just wasn't the same. This year, on the surface, you could argue that he's exactly the same as he was in years prior, as his assist numbers are fairly similar. But when you actually watch the game, you start to realize that Shea's ability as a decision maker is far more sound now than it was last year. SGA is far more patient as an offensive weapon. He understands how to bait the defense to commit to him a little bit more, to create a little bit wider of an opportunity for his teammates. He's a better passer when it comes to dump-off rolls to Chet or Hartenstein. He's far better at reading corner skip passes as well. And the thing that really takes it over the top for me is the fact that Shea just doesn't turn the ball over that often. He's going to finish this year averaging fewer than 2.5 turnovers. And what many people tend to do is just look at the assists or usage rating, which you can do to get a better understanding of how often he actually possesses the ball. But if you actually look at time of possession or average dribble per touch or any metric that we use to track how often someone is actually possessing the ball, you will clearly see that Shea handles the ball just as often as a Luka Doncic or a Jalen Brunson or a James Harden, but yet still does not turn the ball over anywhere near as often as any of those players do. Sure, they all pass a little bit more, but effectively being the lead decision maker for your team is what all 4 of those players share in common. And yet Shea's ability to make the proper decision tends to consistently lead itself to great offenses every single possession. And the numbers also show this level of impact offensively. When Shea is on the floor, the Thunder have an offensive rating that is north of 120. That is in the same territory of a Jokic-led offense. But when he's off the floor, it drops all the way down to roughly 110, which is in the category of the Washington Wizards. That's how much of a swing it is offensively for the Thunder when Shai is on versus off. And so sure, Shai doesn't provide that much value to this team in particular defensively just because how deep they are with defensive personnel, and it's a huge reason why they still win the minutes even when the offense craters to the way in which it does when Shai's off the floor, just sheerly off of who they are defensively. OKC is amazing in those regards, and I'm not going to sit here and act like they are not. But the bigger aspect that I really want to touch upon is that there are games and moments in which they are able to win those minutes without Shai simply because they're either going up against a bad team or there's moments where you have a Jared McCain or an AJ Mitchell or somebody else on the floor that will have moments of scoring productivity that can get you over the top to win those minutes or even win those games when Shai is not available. And because of that, I do believe too many people lean heavy into the on-off numbers to just try to determine that Shai isn't as valuable as someone like a Jokic or even a Wemby simply because they still win the minutes without him. But I think people need to really understand that the offensive production that they see from some of those players in those minutes is not reliable. Like AJ Mitchell having a 25-point game when Shai is missing, or Jared McCain sparking off a quick 8 points when Shai goes to the bench, Chet having a really good moment himself. Yeah, those are things that can happen every now and then. But again, the word of the day is consistency. How often are those players going to be able to produce at the levels to justify a take claiming that you can replace Shai with B-Pods and they still produce at a 55-win pace? I just don't understand it, especially from a passing and playmaking standpoint. There's no one on this roster that will be able to consistently shift the defense, create open opportunities for their teammates while also not turning the ball over fewer than 2.5 times a game. And while I say that, just like before, the word of the day is consistency. And this isn't the first time that Shai has even done that in terms of not turning the ball over that frequently. This is the third season in a row where Shai has averaged fewer than 2.5 turnovers a game. That level of offensive output from an individual standpoint of a 30-point per game score with the level of efficiency that he's paired along with it, while improving as a passer and playmaker and also keeping his bad decision-making down to a minimum to the point where it's non-existent, is what makes Shai such an impactful offensive weapon. And his ability to do this night in and night out is the reason why he's not just the league MVP, but it's also the reason why he's piecing together one of the greatest offensive stretches that we've ever seen in NBA history. Look, this is not a video of me trying to make a case for why Shai should win league MVP. For those who do not know me, I'm not really that big on end-season awards, especially MVP, because there's way too many variables that come into play when trying to make the determining factor on who should or should not win that award. And quite frankly, I do believe too many people getting caught up in MVP and DPOY or All-NBA selections allows the masses to be very narrow-minded on how we assess players on a game-to-game or month-to-month basis. And because of this, I think a lot of people have not only missed the overarching point of who Shai has been this season, but also in seasons past. Yes, this year, there have been several players who have peaked higher than Shai. What Jokic was doing early on this season was not only better than Shai, but it was ridiculous. He was averaging a 30-point triple-double on unworldly efficiency while being a better all-around offensive weapon than Shai and having impacts that I don't even think Shai could ever touch. But he dropped towards the tail end of the year when he tried to come back from injury. Luka in March was remarkable. Quite frankly, you could argue from January onwards, he was the best player in the league. But there were stretches in the early parts of the season where things just weren't clicking. And when Wemby finally was able to piece together his offensive stretch towards the tail end as well, and pair that with easily the best defense in the NBA, undeniably, I believe he was better than Shai. But similar to Jokic and similar to Luka, those were stretches. From start to finish, Shai has been remarkable. From start to finish, Shai has been legendary. From start to finish, Shai has been historic. And that right there is a true value of who Shai is. The Thunder cannot afford Shai to have a shaky start to the season like Luka. The Thunder cannot afford for Shai to find himself offensively like Luka. The Thunder cannot afford for Shai to miss games, come back, and struggle a little bit before he can find his footing. The Thunder needed Shai to not only be healthy and available, but to play at a certain level from start to finish. They needed him to show up every single night, especially in games that came down to the wire. And Shai was not only the best clutch performer this season, but also Shai's going to finish his year off averaging the most points out of anyone in NBA history. in the clutch, and they needed that. So to believe that someone like Big Pots who can just step in and replace some of that value, or the defense would then be able to sustain the lost production from Shea, knowing that every single night you didn't know who you were going to get the points or the playmaking from on the roster. No, no. And I do believe rhetoric like that really does demean and under impact of someone like Shea Alexander, one of just the greatest guards in the nation, not just one of the greatest scorers in the league, but one of the most impactful offensive weapons the NBA's ever offered us. And he's been able to do this not just once, not just twice, but for 4 straight years. 30 points on high efficiency, low turnovers, being the primary passer, playmaker, ball handler, decision maker for the team. And doing all of it while only making his shot to be extremely high clip, while also keeping the turnovers down at an absurdly low level. So yeah, Shea just isn't the league MVP, but he is entering territory very, very seen, and I do believe we should start appreciating that. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Please let me know your words in the section below. I can't wait to see what Shea has for us in this postseason run. If he does what I think he's going to do, we're going to have some very interesting conversations. But until then, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell. If you want to watch the last video, make sure you click it so on the screen. But if not, I'll see you next time. Peace.
It's the retro leather, pure and cinch, soft and comfortable, so that you can wear it to work all day. Carefully designed to release comfort caused by movements. They provide extra support holding each step of safe. Skirts are made in explosion styles continuously non-slipping outside.
Security trade crypto assets that include the lowest cost on average. Buy and sell over 25 different assets, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, and more. Keep more crypto for your cash. Consider current buys starting at just $1. Trade on your terms, day or night, with 24/7 customer support. Securely sell and receive crypto without deposit or withdrawal fees. Robinhood doesn't blend your crypto or leverage against it. Get more peace of mind from your crypto platform. Sign up, it's fast, easy, and secure. Download the Robinhood app to get started today.
Everybody who's making Gucci Mane a villain in this Jackson situation needs to listen to the Brilliant Idiots and hear what Sean God has to say about this. Sean God, from our perspective, have provided the best commentary on this situation. He was talking about the situation on his podcast, Brilliant Idiots, with his local episodes, and he tackled another layer to the situation that a lot of people are missing. And why I believe Gucci Mane is 100% justified for doing whatever he did to Pooch Heisty, rather that's cooperating, rather that's telling, rather that's dropping a song where he lays out the entire thing that Pooch Heisty did, while Pooch Heisty is indicted and fighting the case for doing it. I think Gucci Mane is justified. And I'm just all alleged. I don't know if Pooch Heisty did any of this, right? I'm just going off the story. This looks like the one. I know that Pooch Heisty would do that to a white man. Right. Okay, whenever you hear these stories, let me ask you, literally all things nigga on a nigga executives getting put in this position by black. Oh, let me ask you, you never heard a white executive, you never heard a black artist rob a white executive. Never heard that. You see what I'm saying? Sorry. No. Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type of guy. I have 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'll show you how to click on, how to edit, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code you can get 20% off that at 150. So go get you some. Hold on. Let's hear
Quick Night and who's the guy who did the Ice Ice?
Yeah, artist. I'm an executive. The business executive. See, that's just about
because it's not because he was a gangster, none of that. It's because he's black. That's why y'all mad at me when I was there on Blue Shiesty. Y'all mad at me because I'm a nigga.
It's just like a very cool way to prototype extremely quickly. If I go here in Figma, I just have this design here that I pulled together. I can just take a link, I can copy a selection, and then I can go into Codex and I can just paste the link. Use the Figma skill to implement the automations page in it was like 90% of the way there.
What you doing here, mister?
I've come for you. A mercy mission. Your poor wretch of a man lost his mind. Seen him at Raskeller Fort.
My man? My man's dead.
See that?
Lawman shot
So when
him
a
about a
nigga
month ago. Shot
grows
him in the
up
back,
in the
coming
streets
out
of
of
the
the
hood
cat
and he
house.
wants to change
Gave
his
some
life,
of his medals.
y'all always gonna
Just like
condemn
I
him.
gave myself to that poor
Y'all
bastard.
always condemn
Unless
him.
you've
Y'all
been to
will
hell,
never
you
let
ain't
the
seen no
black
man
man
of mine.
grow past the streets.
Then where is she?
Y'all will never let it
Who?
do it.
Jeb's girl.
You know, if somebody
Who's
robbed
Jeb?
Jay-Z and he called the police, y'all would have called him a rat.
Creepy kind of guy.
He's a fucking billionaire.
Short
Y'all
black
would
hair,
expect that Jay-Z to
mustache.
keep it solid.
Oh,
With a goddamn thing.
my.
Because these folks don't do this
This is
nonsense with people
Lucy.
who don't look like
This is
Yo,
Jeb's
Gucci Mane
girl.
was at one point, I guess, a street dude.
Dumb
Gucci Mane is an
fool.
executive. He's a father.
Took it off
Gucci Mane
him
is
about a
like
week
almost 50
ago.
years old. Gucci Mane is trying to run a
Then
legitimate
you better come with
business.
me.
And Blue Shiesty
Yeah.
can't tell
You
legitimate
better get her
business
back to her
with
man,
Gucci Mane.
huh?
And there's
You
some
gonna make
niggas,
my
some
day.
Brian Rob,
What a fine
his business
romantic
partners,
he
and robbed
is.
the white folks who was with him. And you trifling mofos still
Well,
in
come
Gucci
on, man.
street.
All right, follow me.
The standard for your poet. Yo, and don't get me with the walk.
Yeah.
She ain't been a street nigga for 20 years. It's elevated his life. Exactly. And you can't tell me what's street and what's not street. Zero Coleman and these other white executives, y'all don't say, hey, man, hey, bro, this is what deals with the mafia. They get involved in street stuff too, right? Money laundering, financial crimes, dealing with the mafia, right? They are involved in crime too. Come on. You can hold them to that standard. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something. Let's see my Instagram. Look at this. Let me just go on here and show y'all. Does this look like a street nigga to you? Because it don't look like a street nigga to me. This don't look like a street nigga.
Come on.
This guy doesn't look like a street nigga. Not anymore. This guy doesn't look like a street dude. You know what I'm saying though? Look at what he's wearing. Look how he acting. Look how he look. This guy don't look like a street nigga. I'm sorry. He does not look like a street dude to me. And he hasn't looked like a street dude for a very long time. What's wrong with y'all, man? Listen, man, y'all signing all these street dudes on doing streets. Why go? Man, cut it out, bro. Who Shiesty wouldn't try that nonsense with Leon? She wouldn't try that nonsense with no white executive in the industry.
Let's go.
And if those white executives put in jail, we would have said, man, what you thought we were going to have a robbing of you? Exactly. Man, what? You brought that nonsense to them white folks building? It's self-hate, bro. We got to give the same respect to Gucci's building now. I don't think Gucci is wrong at all. But show that God really put into perspective how anti-black and should I say raccoonish these rappers are. Yeah, Pooh Shiesty is right. Pooh Shiesty is doing self-hate. Yeah. For the mere fact that when he did the Gucci, he wouldn't have done it to any other white executive ever. Well, ain't no artist running down on the white executive. Well, the question I have is,
Mister,
you
found her, mister.
But is there
Oh, I
security
found her, all
that
right.
Come here, girl.
knowing
Come
that
today.
he's not going to
Oh,
snitch or
you're
he's
so
not going to walk in
beautiful.
doors,
So
right? Because they have
strong,
the
yet
same street
such a
code.
lady.
Whereas,
I
like,
long to hold you. I missed you so
do it
much.
to
You got problems, friend.
Oh, I ain't got no problems. Not now that she's back with me. Oh, I remember the cold nights we spent together. Every night's been cold without you, my sweet thing. Oh.
I thought I was sick in the head.
I told you he was funny, mister. Life out here does that to people. I should know. My daddy kept goats.
They don't know how to get his way other than grab a gun and put it in your face. And hold the trigger and say, I'll kill you right now if you don't sign this contract or give me your ticket or give me your watch. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to handle no other situation. If y'all actually sit here and actually think about it, who shot you is Richard Hill. He ain't broken a hood. If he was broken a hood, at least I would understand the logic behind it. Jackson, rich as hell. He could have got that contract for $100,000. But he want to come home and buy 6 Maybachs, 3 Ferraris, two Corvettes, and come on.
To you, because he knows that you're not going to abide by the street code. So regardless, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Really? No. I don't believe that at all. I thought you were positive the theory that if it's black artists do it to black executives, they wouldn't do it to white executives. I've never seen them do it to a white executive. Wait, white executives not even the same contracts. That will who get the black executive learn this. It's also possible the reason why Blue Shites isn't even mad at Gucci Mane in the first place. Blue Shites is mad at Gucci Mane because when his cousin who was signed to Gucci Mane, Big Scar passed away from an overdose. Blue Shites, the Big Scar family felt like Gucci Mane didn't do everything because of Big Scar, right? Gucci Mane didn't pay for the entire funeral. Gucci Mane did this. And when Blue Shites came home, he felt like because Gucci wasn't quote unquote local to Big Scar, how he wanted Gucci was local to Big Scar. He wanted out the contract and out the deal, and he went over there and started messing with Gucci Mane's out the guy.
I think it makes sense though. If I was hiring you and I was around, but Gucci Mane wasn't with Big Scar his whole life. Gucci Mane ain't grown the job. He don't know y'all niggas. Y'all some rap niggas from Memphis. That he said, hey, y'all hard, hey, come on. He put y'all on, and that was it. Y'all probably ain't even spent no real time and did no real shit for Gucci Mane. Y'all ain't like, why do you expect this man to look out for your cousin and how you would look out for your cousin?
Too many managed DDRs promise pure managed experience, but still send you tons of alerts to handle yourself. Hundreds managed DDR only sends alerts for threats that matter, not an avalanche of noise.
That's what I've been after.
Wreck hackers, not your nerves. Get a demo today.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Base 44.
Let's go.
AI creation platform. Made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. Tools built for one, to performance ready for many, from passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation. You will go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it?
Come on.
Let's make your dream a reality right now.
Gucci Mane said $10,000 to Big Scar's family. Now, so Gucci Mane actually changed back to $100,000, right? But Big Scar never owned the chain. Gucci Mane owned it at a high level. Okay?
Yeah, that's a good part.
What white executive you think Blue Shites and Big Scar family will hold to the standard they're trying to hold Gucci Mane to?
That
You think a white executive sending $10,000 to the family to take care of the funeral? You think that would be fair? Man, that's not enough, bro.
no.
What white executive sending $10,000? She's not the one side to send a flower to the funeral, bro. So Gucci Mane snapped this up with a 10-piece. So father said, Gucci said send a 10-piece. To me, that's cool.
That's great.
That's enough.
That's great.
But because Gucci Mane is black, because, he comes from a certain background, he's
Yes, boy, you messed up properly this time, didn't you? You little paddy bastard. You thieving McCunt.
You got it all wrong, Welsh. All wrong. It was French, I promise. He said he was going to rip you off. Now he's ripping me off.
Yeah, keep on talking there, Alex. In about 15 more seconds, your whole world's gonna turn black.
What's up, boys?
We're gonna say, hey,
Fuck off, boyo. This don't concern you.
Pay for everything. We're going to give everybody $1 million.
When a man with a sing-song voice tells me to fuck off, it always concerns me, boyo.
Look here. This petty bastard stole our gun. Tried to steal our horses. Law's clear on the matter.
I never stole nothing, sir. Never did. Not in early life. That French cunt is playing with the Welshman's tiny and ineffective mind.
Hush your mouth.
Anyway, you all got horses now. No one needs to die. Leave him be.
Who do you think you are, boyo? The bloody cavalry?
Voice is really starting to get on my nerves, boyo.
And you're getting on my nerves. Yeah.
Y'all wanted the
You spilled down the wrong hell, mister.
Y'all signed 17 to another thing. So why y'all get more complications? You sent this sign y'all to a lake when y'all was cool. Y'all ain't family. For y'all to expect some shit like that
for the entire funeral,
y'all ain't
this and set the mama up with money. Nah, hell nah, bro. These white executives is looking at the bottom don't try to rob you executives, and y'all ain't bringing no street stuff to their doorstep, then why bring the street stuff to Gucci because he black? Yeah.
You reckon that fool Iris is worth dying for?
It wasn't even fun while it lasted, boys.
Of course, on D, I heard stories of people running down on but you ain't never heard stories. Davis got ran down on by. Well, we're not gonna keep it straight. That's my point. I want to know. I don't know. We believe it. I agree with White. I don't know his name. I agree with White, my white brother over there. You know what I'm saying? I think Pooh Shiesty did that because he like Gucci Mane a street nigga. He ain't gonna call the police.
This is what happens when you poke your nose in.
I mean, it's like the street nigga and one gonna call the police. You're highly fucking mistaken.
Let's get this over with. The saloon's calling me.
You see the brand on the client? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's not true. Oh, she got guys with her?
Too far to walk. Mount up,
Okay,
fella.
shout out to Lisa. She the realest out of all these. And you know
Come on, then. Let's coin this toy.
Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not running down.
What's your name, friend?
John Martin.
Stroke of luck, you came along, fella. I thought I'd trust me last breakfast there for a second.
One of those fine specimens of humanity.
They won't be all your friends in the world. And boy, am I glad to see the bastards dead. We all met on the boat over a few years back. Ticket thieves ever since, and that's right there with the problem.
Is it normal for friends in Europe to drown each other?
Never trust a Welsh Paul, he told me. And he got his throat slit, so he should know. The kind of fellas who would steal an acorn from a flying cow and then kick her squealing. And as for that price spot,
You didn't sound very French.
not for now. The thieving bastards are holed up in the cabin by the lake. Can't wait to see the look on their faces when we blast in there. They'll be more surprised than a slut dog with their first porcupine.
You must not be lying to me.
Listen, fella, I didn't ask for your help back there. I don't owe you nothing.
I'll decide what you do and don't owe me.
I've had enough of your overly aggressive manner, fella. You don't know who you're dealing with here.
Irish, I've met enough men like you to last me a lifetime. Too bad slugs think they're snakes. Bastard!
It's the fact that you've got the complexion for violation, you're going to violate you. See, when you're black, you're held to it. That's the same thing. And everything I'm saying is a real problem.
Bastard!
See,
What the hell do you want?
okay.
Is that the best you can do?
Who the hell are you?
They say Lil Durk, they get out of that nigga, right?
Let's see what you got.
Around 52 vehicles with GPS trackers in them that we're able to track on a daily basis. It'll send me report cards on them, and it'll grade them A through F on certain things I wanted to grade on, which is like the speeding, braking, accelerating. The link stuff is really easy to use from both the desktop version and the app version. I have both, so that if I'm at home in the evening with a technician, I can really track on the app. I work directly a lot with Tracy. She is my customer service specialist. Last week we had a few trackers that were unplugged, some that were showing offline. She just really wanted to check in and make sure that I wasn't having issues with any of the vehicle trackers. I think that definitely gives us peace of mind. So I can really track to see how they're driving their vehicle when they're out in public with our name and billboard plastered all around.
Put a hit out on that nigga. When King Von got killed, they put a hit out on the people that killed him, right? But when Trayvon Martin got killed, y'all niggas ain't put no hit out on George Zimmerman.
Let's go.
Y'all niggas ain't put no hit out on the cop that killed George Floyd. Y'all niggas, even when they don't go to jail,
They stay out. They go to Walmart. They go to Target. A lot of them niggas keep their job. And even if they do go to jail, y'all ain't killed them in jail. Y'all ain't putting no hit out on Jeffrey Dahmer. Why y'all only put hit out on niggas? Y'all the biggest gangsters in the world. But when one of them folks kill one of us, y'all never put no hit out on them. I've been in the car.
Having that.
With niggas who ride around looking for somebody to rob. When they see a white person, I know nigga rob the nigga. When they ride around doing hits and robberies and they trying to get in trouble, they looking for niggas that look like them. They looking for a nigga with a bandana in his pocket, hands sagging a little bit, big baggy t-shirt, white t-shirt, got a little walk with him. They gonna go kill the nigga that look like them, killing the nigga in the mirror. But again, when one of these white cops kill one of these black brothers, I can go down on this to their rights. I can't even think about this shit.
Good to see you.
Y'all ain't putting no bitch out on nothing. Self-hate. Oh shit.
You're not a street dude. You a street dude or not. It's the fact that if you got when you're black, you're held to a different standard, right? Even though you've never been in the street a day in your life,
Right.
You're not a street dude. Right. You're a civilian, you're a businessman, you're an executive like Steve Stout. Well, they still expect you to live by the street code because you're black and you are in proximity to street dudes, right? You know, if you're black and you're from a certain environment where your family members are street dudes, or your cousins are probably street dudes, or your brothers are probably street dudes. So you are expected to live by the street rules, and if you don't live by the street rules, well, they treat you like a pariah. Even though these white executives
Doing back there?
have family members who are gangsters, have family members who are in the mafia,
You want me to
have
kill
family
you?
members, who have went to jail. These white executives also have been in proximity to street dudes. You think Leo Cohen, right, don't got some mafia claws? Like, you think Leo Cohen,
Wait,
right,
quit
got some
squirming. I ain't no heifer you can just
cut it out, man. Of course they do. But they don't be held to them standards. And you're not coming to say, hey, you be with some.
Let me go, or so help me.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
You can't tell if you rock it, then cut it out, man. So yeah, I don't feel bad at Gucci Mane told on Cool Taxi, as he should. To me, this sets a precedent, man. If you come playing in regards to business, if you come playing and doing things to these black executives and doing to these white executives, you go to jail, bro.
And the reason I'm so weirded out is because it wasn't like he was doing a drug deal. Gucci Mane was selling you 10 bricks, and you wanted to rob him for the 10 bricks instead of paying him. Shit, okay, fair game in my opinion. Cool. Gucci Mane is not doing that illegal. Gucci Mane is doing everything the right way. I'm doing some shit the wrong way, and then Gucci Mane continues to do shit the right way and call the police. I got a problem with it. That shit is weird.
These black executives should get a pass. It's like the culture should see this and say, oh, Gucci. Exactly. You wasn't operating in your capacity as a student at the time. Exactly. I think that should be the new rule for the streets. It's all extension if you were operating in the capacity of a student.
Right? That's been the rule. That's been the rule. The problem is they want to Gucci Mane and his little ass operating. Because when they first heard of Gucci Mane, when they first heard of Gucci Mane's song, he was talking about gangster. And he's been a gangster probably since he was 14 years old. Let's say 16. So 30 years later, he's supposed to still be a gangster. Because you keep him as a gangster. Even though I ain't heard about him doing no gangster shit in I don't know how many years. You ain't seen Gucci Mane in the hood.
Come on.
You ain't seen him throwing no setup. You ain't heard about robbing nobody. You ain't heard him killing nobody. You ain't heard him getting arrested. You ain't heard him getting in a shootout in, I don't know, 15, 20 fucking years. Since he got out of jail, that was at least 10 years ago.
Come on. Yeah.
The problem is, niggas, they say once you're a street nigga, you gotta die a street nigga. Like, you know.
If somebody comes to my job with violence, I should be able to tell because I'm operating in the capacity I'm gainfully employed in the league. Right. Now, if I'm outside on the block and I'm operating in my capacity as a street, well, then, I should keep a street. So if I'm at a Mississippi and I'm operating in my capacity as an executive, right? I'm not on the block right now. Right. Let's go. If I'm out the league, I can tell. If I'm on the block, I can't tell. We should. That's really interesting, man. Operating in the capacity.
Now, the reason I don't agree with that is because you can't be one foot in and one foot out. If you're in the streets, for example, if you're in the streets, everyday gang banging, but you work at McDonald's and one of your ops catch you at McDonald's and they try to shoot you and you tell the police, I'm not going to agree with that. But if you're in the streets from 14 to 25 and then when you turn 26, you ain't been on the street shit no more, and you ain't been on the block, you ain't just no ops, you ain't did none of that for I don't know how many years, for 5, 10, 16, 10 years, to the point where you ain't got no more. You know what I'm saying? Then do what you want to do. Call the police.
There is a lot about the job that isn't actually that fun that I have now automated away almost entirely. Like, we have a very large fan base and we have a lot of control of this, and we've got some controlled chaos going on. But here, I'm asking Codex to hang minutes into this section. So basically, like, ultimately, who worked on what, what to make it stop out. And so I wake up in the morning with almost like use calls. It's like a personalized pulse. I open the app in the morning, it's sitting there, it's like, here's what happened yesterday in the code
They're trying to get me there. I can tell because I'm operating in my capacity as a father at the time. Facts.
This is the case of somebody who just didn't understand business. And the reason I know that Gucci understood business, because Gucci didn't go down no street. Gucci thought that clearly they were having some business. And then the other side allegedly decided to turn that into some other. I wouldn't be mad at if Gucci wouldn't told. But I just think it's stupid to still abide by those rules. I agree. When you're so far removed. If you're a law-abiding citizen, rules protect you. If you're not a law-abiding citizen, you can't use the rules because you can't be protected from the things you're doing, which are breaking the law. Right. They still want Gucci. This is when you know people just want to see crash out. They want to hear a story about Gucci allegedly almost getting robbed and then pulling out a chopper and spraying down everywhere.
Because it's more entertaining for them.
That's what would make everybody believe the allure, the story of the boogeyman Gucci. Hasn't he proved himself? Like, yeah, that's what I said. And he's also proved that he wants to evolve. Back over his last book episodes. This man had evolved on purpose. That this man has grown and evolved intentionally. Even that pisses me off. Whenever a person decides to grow and evolve, they're a clone. Now they're a clone. What's Ross saying? What did Ross say?
My DM knows what you think, how you feel about the Guwap Pooh Shiesty situation. I don't like it for either side. You know what I'm saying? Guwap most definitely deserve that. And I don't really see this for the Pooh Shiesty, but it's for niggas gotta be educated and understand the business you gotta negotiate. You gotta negotiate the side for 100K and now you got 10 of them so on the table. This how we negotiate. This how we do this. Boom, 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 boom. Right, everybody, let's go. That's how I gotta go.
Ask the people who say that Gucci wrong. Ask them, what would you prefer that Gucci did?
I'm asking in a few minutes, and nobody has said anything. Nobody has said anything. And I'm gonna tell you, there's some few people that said something. One of them said, "Take your L. Take your L." That's what they said. Take your L. And then you go on their page, and this is a broke-ass college student. Like, nigga, if somebody stole your pack of noodles out your fucking your pantry in your college dorm, you're ready to slap somebody, but you want Gucci Mane to take a $10+ billion L.
Can I join in?
That's the only thing I heard.
could really use a hand,
They
friend.
say they want
I'm
Gucci
way
Mane to
over
crash
my
out
head
because
here.
I think they sound stupid. So they say if
boys,
that
taking my daughter.
Looks like we got trouble heading our way.
That's it. And they were trying to talk around it. The one with no sense so what's the answer? Nah, bro, the answer ain't Gucci crashing, bro. The answer ain't Gucci. Go ahead and go to something that's Gucci ice. And then see what you got. Is you crazy? So y'all let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about this. And if you're still watching this video,
Rated and most loved movers, East Running Moving and Storage offers local, state-to-state, and long-distance moving services. We can also help with short and long-term storage solutions, picking and unpacking, and rental service, packing supplies, and much more. Make your next move a piece of cake.
This bitch is ours. You made a big mistake.
People have the block in a single way, you know what I'm saying? LeBron got the chase down block. You got, I guess, for lack of a better term, the grandpas as a player. Shit isn't there. They're going to top when you went for it. You got, like, the Maris logo, slice on
Thank God you're safe. Let's get you back home.
I try to do it. So he grabs the ball and when they inbound it, and told me, get your ass back. You know, peace. Welcome back to 7K with Brooklyn. I'm Carmelo Anthony here with my co-host.
What have we got here?
Hey, y'all. So it's good to be back on the couch. Yeah, so let's get the habit on the couch. And you know what it is. When it's thing talking there, you can call me Kaz. And this is a Wave original presented by FanDuel. Hello. Yes, this one right here is for the city. Yeah, a true New York point guard. Real true New York point guard. I said that twice. Undrafted, made his way into the league and turned himself into one of the most disruptive players in the game. He plays with that New York edge, that energy. A real goalie guard. And now he's back home playing in the Gardens. Yeah, Jose, Colorado. Yeah, I'm from San Francisco. Yeah, appreciate it. I traded over here. The first house I tell you got to be careful with Colorado. Flashbacks. When I got traded, I seen my Melo did a little interview with the song. I got to pull it up. So I got to submit for me. So what you did, I was on those songs. Episode, we start every episode 7 p.m. Section called The Connect, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you grew up watching Melo, and that New York movie team, what is it about Melo's game that stood out to you watching him growing up? Stood out? Like the wow effect. Yeah, he had that wow effect, you know, like that we the team, whatever it could be, that we could be down 10. That was just come on and score 10 all by himself. I mean, it was just like that simple. Like, that's what I know watching. So I was never as good of a player growing up as scoring, but I knew his swag when he was scoring. So when I scored my little 2 of the 4 points, I had my medal swag. You know what I'm saying? You know, growing up, scoring, I forgot who they were playing with. I think it was like 3 plays, get it. Get back to win the game. It was like a plus hitter. And you know, yes, yes,
mean, the wow effect, though, it would be more like taking over. Melo, same question to you, man. The first time you seen Jose play, what was the person that stood out to you by his game? I first saw him, I first heard about him when they was telling me when he was at Christ the King. And I was with the college, you know, I was like still in grassroots basketball, so it's still tap into like New York basketball. And you just hear, you always heard about point guards in the city, like Philly, you know, Jelly fans, and you heard about the Reeds, and you heard about those guys. They had a little movement, but you always heard basketball about those things. And it just started to go. Then I started my City is Mine tournament. Yeah. And it was like I matched it up. We matched it up with Isaiah. This New York City and all like that was the guards at that point. It's Nas Reed was in there. I wish I said this for first time. Isaiah watched Jelly Fan. Two in there. Nas Reed, Isaiah.
That's what I've been after.
You had Nick Richards, so trolls, in high school, and that's when I saw him. We was in Terminal 23. I had Terminal 22. I shot Terminal 23. And he took over. Everybody was talking and action between him and Zay. And I'm like, yo, I said one thing together. Showtime. Like, I'm going with you. Like, you know, I'm on this side. And it was just a beautiful moment at that time. And I was talking. See, man, you know, it's been probably in my life. But came out to the wire. Yeah. I was in the last two possessions. Like the last two main possessions. I shot a three, but it came back and say, I told him to the shade. Yo, Zay, come guard me though. Like, it was too hot. So they had another kid on me. He played private, so I feel like he did Brandon something. Good. But he was going, and I was seeing him in our school. I did a little pull-up. I straight, I made it. I straight to another kid. I hit it. I was watching that little video. I was like, you know, that was like New York City, like basketball. In terms of 20, just the city is mine. Like he had this side of the city, like, you know, the Brooklyn Queens side, and Zay them had the Harlem Bronx side, like they had J.Q. in New Jersey, like they had their own shit. We were talking a beautiful time for grassroots basketball. Did you know that? Like, did you see? Because these Twitter names, obviously, y'all know they probably wasn't born and raised in the city, but New York is race appreciated. Some of those names you mentioned, Nas is a pro, Nick is a pro. The rest of them, I didn't see at that point, because I think the grassroots, while it is the city and it's the heartbeat of the city, everybody gets behind it. Some of the names that you write, 8, 12, absolutely. So watching him, that's his whole life, but that's why those times, no disrespect to them, I guess my game was never flashy. You know what I'm saying? It was more like, we're going to get the dog and get it done. You know, we're going to win the game. You know, they just nice. Don't get it twisted. They have flash in them. A little double cross or step back, and then, you know, the wow effect a little bit. But I was never like that, but I always win. Yeah. So I think that's what it separated me.
Where are you? Oh, who do you want? I see you. Get away from me.
Right here. Where's that machine gun, Irish?
Oh, Mr. Marston. I found you one.
Found us one, Irish. We're in this together. You, me, and an assault on Fort Mercer. I'm the guy that saved you from getting killed back there, and who you owe your life to, remember?
Not really. Happens to me all the time.
You don't want it to happen to you again, do you, Irish?
No,
friend. I wants to buy you a drink. I wants to tell you how much she means to me, how special you is.
And I want to tell you that if you don't produce a Gatling gun within the hour, you'll wish you'd been killed back there.
It's the whiskey, sir. It gives me the memory of a newborn babe, as innocent as can be.
And it makes me violently angry. Shall we go look for that gun, sir?
Yes. Let's do that.
Not a feller to give up easily, are you? Flora, the lily of the West.
You're not gonna pass out on me, are you, Irish?
Me? No, I'm right as rain. Or at least somewhere stuck between fair and meddling.
Well, you're gonna be stuck somewhere between dying and dead if you try to cross me again.
It weren't like that at all, feller. Me intentions were pure. I swear it on me poor mother's life. I just get a tad confused from time to time. Honest mistake.
If there's any more confusion, I'll finish what your friends in Armadillo started.
Jesus, you're an impatient bastard, aren't you?
Where's the gun, Irish?
I hear some miners been blabbing about a machine gun they found. Apparently, they got it stashed up at Gap-Tooth Breach.
What do miners want with a machine gun?
Shoot it at somebody, I suppose? Or sell it? I don't know. Never been down a mine in all my life.
Sounds real fishy to me, Irish. I've just about had it with you and your games. You and Wes Dickens are so crooked, you can swallow nails and spit out corkscrews.
Maybe if you was more cordial with folks, they might be better inclined to help you.
I saved your life and you repaid me by lying, nearly getting me killed.
Not fair now, Johnny. We should go around the side of Gap-Tooth so the miners don't see us coming.
I still don't know what miners would want with a machine gun. Yeah!
Stay with me, or I'm headed back to Benedict Point to finish me little bottle. Easy there. Here we are. Let's stop here a moment to get a lie of the land. The entrance is plain to see, and there's a shaft them bastards used to haul out heavy ore. I mean you, can use that lift to get you and the gun to the surface. I do it all myself, but the mines play havoc with me sinuses. I'll find us a fine place to hide these horses, and then return with a borrowed flat wagon.
I'll meet you at the mouth of the mine shaft. And Irish, I strongly advise you don't run off this time.
You're trespassing. State your business or move along.
Stop doing that! Getting ugly!
I can see you! Who the hell are you?
Why don't you go get some friends?
Are you on your goddamn...
I doubt you'll be needing this.
be lost, cowboy. This is private property.
Talk about things!
There you are.
To the victor, the Let's see. Benefits of a misspent youth. Is that it? Someone might as well have this.
I thought I'd be looking at your corpse being hauled up this lift. Load up and I'll engage the gears. Oh, there she is. What a beautiful weapon. God's own gun. Ain't that the truth? I got us a borrowed flatbed parked down there. Don't let go of her. She's a beast.
I'm in a bad place here. go!
A short wee ride now, and we'll have this executive peacemaker delivered to Old West Dickens.
Just make sure it doesn't fall off on the way. Come on.
I appear to be in something of a bind. Get these ropes off me!
Jimmy, I didn't know you were a miner.
I'm not, sport. This is the first time that I've ever been underground. But I like getting a preview of being buried. It should be fun, but not funny, what?
Your eastern wit is wasted on my dumb western brain, sport.
Oh, don't worry, you're not missing much. I'm beginning to think that this article will be better written on a tropical island in the arms of a beautiful maiden.
Interesting idea. Now, can we get out of here?
Yes, please.
Leave it to me now, sport. I have more adventure and hijinks.
Are you still here for any reason other than my bristling charisma? I appreciate your help, sir, but now I must continue on this path of discovery alone.
There we go. That's one. Come on. Whoa, whoa. That's what I've been after.
Howdy.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. This is mighty generous of you, mister. Glass still.
Just as capable as any of her brothers could have ever been. Greetings.
I need to clear my name. This should do it.
Well, you're forgiven. At least in the law's eyes.
Hurry up and get in! You the boss. Thieves Landing, please!
You got enough time for that.
Over here. How about I make you famous? All you gotta do is agree to after me.
miss.
How about that?
Up, sister. Put them up.
Irish, what are you doing?
Who the hell are you?
Give me that. I'm your old friend Amnesia.
Oh, good. Blimey.
And I've come to tell you, if you ever pretend to forget my name or your debt to me again, I'll make sure you reach heaven before these two ladies. Now get down there.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Ashamed. Ashamed to know you. The hell's wrong with you, robbing these gentlewomen and ladies of the Lord?
I thought they was doxies.
Ladies, I'm sorry about this man. He's unfortunately lost his mind to the demon drink. At least I hope he has, and he wasn't this stupid all along. So, please excuse us. Now, Irish, that Gatling gun doesn't work. I find that rather upsetting, don't you?
Oh, heartbreaking. Which is why I was just coming to see you when the drink got the better of me. Come on. I know where we can find the parts for you. Mother-fucking Mary.
How about a drink or two, mister?
Sorry, but I got a wife.
Looking at? Huh? What you looking at? What you looking at? Huh?
That fresh air's got me head spinning like a top. Can't be good for a fella.
Shut up, you lazy drunk, before I stop your head spinning with a bullet.
I resent that, Johnny. I've been working like a beaver on your behalf.
You've been working like a weasel on my behalf. Bushwhacking defenseless ladies of the cloth? You must have been raised on sour milk, Irish.
What are you talking about? I'm a good Catholic boy.
You're a booze-blind coward.
And you're a hypocrite, Marston. You've robbed just as many innocent folks as me.
I tried to only rob those who had more than they deserved.
Christ, the church has more money than anybody.
Where are we going, Irish?
Just to the warehouse here in Thieves' Landing. I'm telling you, Johnny boy, it's all set up. We're meeting this pal of mine at the back door of the office, hobble-tongued feller by the name of Shaky.
And he's got the ammunition we need?
Jesus, stop fretting, will you? I knows about guns front, back, and sideways.
You're gonna be real familiar with mine if things keep on this way.
All right, we're here. Stay close. Damn it! That stuttering bastard said this would be open. Oh, well, we'll go around the back. Shaky's probably waiting for us there.
I'm beginning to lose my patience.
I'm starting to think you're soft on me, Johnny boy. Can't even sneeze these days without you being there to catch the drips.
This is your last chance, you good-for-nothing shyster. You've already wasted too much of my time.
Keep your eyes open. Shaky's all right, but I don't trust the gang of fools he runs with. Shaky's made the arrangements, and he'll... Oh, shite. Sounds like Shaky's only gone and got himself found out.
All right. Now all we have to do is find out who you work with. You hear me? Shaky, you wretched fucking son of a whore.
Suck my
Again!
Oh! Labor relations don't sound like they're exactly at an all-time high. You sneak in and get poor Shaky loose. I'll go get the wagon. Good luck, Marston. He's a good man, that Shaky. I'll be waiting out by the front gate with the wagon. Good luck.
What was that?
Thank you for your kindness, mister. I thought I was dead, man.
My kindness is only as good as the bullets you can fetch up for me and your friend Irish. Let me down, and you'll be a dead man.
This is gonna be one hell of a fight. All right, let's get out of here while we got the chance. I'll take you, y'all on.
My apologies, mister.
Shit, nail. Nobody puts their hands on shake. Come on, you the bastards! Who's next? No, you don't. Thanks, mister. I'm in a whirl. Let's head for the door. Follow me.
Bet you're shaking in your boots, Sarge. Campo Santo for you.
You clearly don't like me much.
Come on! There's only two of us right there.
I'll kill you, mister.
Come on, partner. Let's finish these.
Just drop the gun. It ain't worth it.
Get out of here, all of you. Look out! Who's making fun of shaking now? Let's get out of here while we got the chance. Open the door. I got you covered. There's much more of them out by the crates. Let's shoot that.
Come on! What in the hell? Well, Swanee! I'm gonna lead the way. You gotta lick this. I see him! Somebody fixing to have an empty saddle today. We're gonna leave this in a box. Next time, run away.
Now we're even.
Half even, Shaky.
All right, hop on. I'll get us out of here. This is a bad place to be idle, fella. Are you coming or not? Come on, time we was making tracks. This is a bad place to be idling, fella. Did you have fun in there, you and Shaky?
I killed a lot of men for this damn machine gun of yours.
I'm sorry I missed all the dramas.
You always miss all the drama. There must be cobwebs growing on that holster of yours.
Someone's got to drive the wagon, don't they? Teamwork, Johnny boy. That's my game, not just the glory like you. Shite! They're coming up! Hold them up, Johnny. I'll get you back to McCarlin. I don't like this, Marston. My heart's beating like a bloody drum.
Just drive, Irish. You're acting like a schoolgirl.
Strikes first, sons of bitches.
I'm telling you, Irish, that machine gun had better work after all this.
Don't you worry. You won't find a finer piece of artillery west of Dublin. Hell of a team, me and you. We should consider making this a more permanent partnership.
I think I've about had my fill of liars in this life, partner.
Look out, there's one on the bridge up ahead. Jesus, we really got them. You better.
Seems like half New Orleans must be dead.
Here come more, them bastards. Well, I think you're ready for Fort Mercer. You got enough ammunition here to take down a small country, fella.
I'm gonna need it. Bill Williamson's got himself an army.
So I guess this is where we part ways, Johnny Marston?
Or maybe not, friend. You're gonna be right alongside me when I take on that fort. After all you put me through, it's time you pull the damn trigger for once. Show me what a big, bad killer you really are.
Yes, of course. What am I thinking? Don't worry, you can count on me. I just hope I don't steal all your glory. Wouldn't be right or proper. Impressive, Marston. We'll have West Dickens's wagon rigged and ready to go soon enough.